my demonstration speech will be on disc golf and the basic properties and how to throw the game of disc golf and how it's played. It will be done for Lancaster Parks and Recreation. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to have it at Flat Rocks here or not. This is Keller Kern Park, also known as Flat Rocks Disc Golf Course. So, my rehearsal. First I explain what discs are. This is a disc golf bag. Some people carry a stool. In disc golf you have different items such as your discs, obviously, are your most important. But if you could tell how rounded that is a putter. It's for short range. It doesn't fly very long. You could tell the difference in these two edges. This is a mid-range, which hence self-explanatory, mid-range shots. And then you have a driver, and you can see how these three vary quite drastically. So, for example, I'll be covering 3 different things in throwing. Drives, upshots, or your second shot, and then putts. This particular hole, hole 7, is 250 feet from the tee pad to the basket, if you can see that out there. Disc golf is scored much like regular ball golf. You have a number of shots that most people take to get there, and that's your par. And if you get less than that, you've gotten birdie, and more is bogey, and so on and so forth. So here's a demonstration of my shots. And this is a drive. Notice the smooth walk up. You have to have your footing right, smooth, and careful. And all your body and energy is supposed to go into that disc, heading out. And so you try to make it a transition of energy up through and out. For example, that might go in. Both of those are possible birdie shots. I'll do one more just to make the point clearer. And I'm throwing a mid-range on these because it's kind of a short hole. Driver might overthrow it, or it might skip away from it when you land. So mid-range is a much safer bet for the shot. Whew. Okay, we'll go on down and we'll look at this. Go ahead and hit pause. Okay, my tee-off shots got pretty close, so I'm going to stop right here and give a demonstration of an upshot or secondary shot. And that is when you're a bit farther than putting range, but you're well a ways away from the tee pad. So, when shooting at the basket for your upshot, everybody wants to run at the basket and try to make it in the chains. Obviously, it's the object of the game. But if you keep it low and run at it by soaring right at it, if you miss, you're going to go past it a good 20, 25, 30 feet sometimes, which is a hard putt to make back, and it puts you an extra stroke down. So I recommend looking at 10 feet around, maybe 15 feet around the base of the hole, and making sure you can land within that imaginary circle. So in this case, I'm gonna pitch up high to the right because discs tend to fall to the left. So I'm going to pitch it up high so it slows down and just falls and has very little chance of going very far. And that's your typical upshot. Pause. Okay, and now with your putters, you want to make it a short distance, hopefully short, from here to the basket. I normally, if you're looking at the basket, I normally aim for this or this chain link. I get those in my head and I try to hit these. Reason being, the distance away, things are going to fall lower and they're going to go into the left a little bit more. So aiming here from that distance there, I should actually make it right around in this spot is where it should hit. So let's practice that theory. Okay, first I got to make it, I guess. So it gives you room for error. Keep it running. And then there's also other ways to putt. You could do a straddle putt.